Hey guys, Drano Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. I'm feeling better. Thank you very much for all the well wishes and all the prayers. I really appreciate it. Um, I really appreciate the prayers. I'm a firm believer in prayer, and I'm a firm believer in the Lord. And I thank you, everybody who sent prayers my way. Looks like the weather is breaking for us here in the hills. I'm in the hills of southern Ohio. The very the very most southern part of Ohio is where I'm located at. I've had a few people ask me about that. And we've got a nice cold front coming through. It's going to kind of cool things off a little bit. I do believe that my biggest issues was just being overheated all the time because it was really, really hot and really, really humid for a long time. And between being out in the heat and getting overheated and having my blood pressure start going up again, those two things just kind of knocked me down. And but we're getting back on our feet. I got my blood pressure medicine now that I'm back on and feeling better. So it's a good thing to feel good. I got a couple of questions that I want to go over here. I've been asked if am I self-taught or do I have any kind of college? I have high school and that's it. I don't have any kind of college or continuing education. I just don't think that I had opportunities, but college and school just wasn't my thing back then. So no, I didn't choose to go to college. I just don't think that you got to have college and higher education to not act like a moron and to use your brain. So that's just my opinion. Yeah, I try to speak the English language correctly. I've never been, like I say, I've never been taught how to, other than high school English. But you listen to smart people, and you can pick up on a few things here and there, and you listen and you learn, and do a little bit of research on what words actually mean. And like I said, I just don't feel that you need to have a college education to speak well and or to use your brain and think of things and think of solutions to problems that you may come across. So, just my opinion. My clothing, yes. I always, and these are not the same clothes. I think the question was, do I wear the same clothes every day? No, I don't wear the same. It's not the same clothes. I've got several of these Dickies work shirts and, a couple of different pairs of jeans that I wear. But I'm just a simple dude. I'm not trying to be flashy. I'm not in the flashy or the looking pretty business or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just a dude, and I just wear, regular old plain simple dude clothes, jeans. And I have an undershirt, a tank top or a t-shirt of some sort, and then I have my work shirt over the top of it. I like gray because it's just plain and it doesn't, I don't stand out or any of that kind of stuff. And I like the Dickies work shirts because they last a while. They're good quality, and they hold up. I mean, I fall down the hill and get little burn holes in them and all that kind of stuff, and get little cuts, and they still will last. A good work shirt will last me a couple of years. So I may pay $23 for the shirt, but I'll get 2 or 3 years worth of wear out of it before it goes bad. And I've got ones that I don't have any sleeves on, and then I've got a few that I have sleeves on for the wintertime. And it's just, I don't have to think about what I'm going to put on every day. I know what I'm going to wear. I'm just a simple dude. Jeans and a Dickies work shirt. So, guns and ammo. Okay, there's going to be some people who disagree with me on this, and I may get a few dislikes because of this. There are some people out there who are very, very adamantly against any kind of firearms. And that's okay. That's their right. You can disagree with people who own firearms and who carry firearms. For me, my firearms are tools, and that's it. I have my sidearm that I carry just in case somebody shows up with bad intentions. I have a way to defend my family, myself, and it's always on my side. I have my little 22 that's on my other side, a little 22 pistol. For my critter getter, we get coons and possums and stray dogs, whatever, that's trying to get at my animals. I have a way that I don't have to use 9mm bullets on them. I can use 22 ammo. I carry my sidearms with me when we go to town because that is when I am at most of a risk of being, you know, or my family being either robbed or, you know, I don't look like an easy target to begin with, but you never know. I'd rather have it with me and never, ever, ever, ever need it than to need it just one time and not have it and then suffer the consequences of one of my children being hurt or worse, and because I didn't have my firearm with me. Secondly, my firearms are tools for putting meat on our table and help keeping us fed. Um, my main firearms are like my 22 rifle, my 22 long rifle, a Ruger 1022, and a Remington 870 12 gauge shotgun. Those are my main hunting tools that I use, you know, during hunting seasons, whether it be hunting, you know, doves or squirrels or deer and turkeys, those kinds of things. I just don't see if there is ever any kind of a giant calamity in our country, whether it be a war or a huge, you know, one of those SHTF things, to where there's a lot of civil unrest or foreign invaders or any of that kind of stuff. There is going to be a lot of places in our country to where it's going to be utter chaos. It's going to be very, very dangerous. It's going to be chaotic. There's going to be all kinds of bad stuff happening in front of your home in the middle of the street. For me, out here in the hills, on our little creek road that we live on, I don't see any of that kind of, I don't see any of those kind of things happening. We don't have, one, the population for, you know, everybody to start rioting all at once. I mean, who out here in the creek, who's going to riot? You know, my neighbor, Jerry Steve, I'll just tell him to go home. You know, there's not many people out here to do that. And I don't see the people coming from the big cities out here to the middle of nowhere. There may be a few passerbys or a few people that come out here. But if they have bad intentions, they're not going to last very long. One, because this is rugged territory. Two, I live in the middle of the creek road that I live on, so they got to pass a lot of houses coming this way and a lot of houses coming from that way. I don't see anybody walking up and down these ridges of hills because it's you know, it's hard walking. It's hard country. So I just don't see any of that kind of stuff happening out here where we live. That's the reason why, you know, the one piece of gear that I don't have that I wish I did have is a 12 gauge shotgun shell reloader, because that'll be the main thing that I'll need to be replenishing my hunting shells rather than trying to, you know, replenish any kind of rifle rounds to where you're defending yourself. So, but I'll get one eventually, and I'll have that added to my gear. But that's my philosophy, you know, on firearms. My main reason for the firearms is to make sure that we stay fed if we ever find ourselves, well, we're on our own out here, more than so than what we are. We always have a meat supply because we have firearms to help us hunt. So that's my philosophy, just my opinion. I'm just a dude, like I said. So I'm not a gunnyologist. Alrighty. What other than food? What type of things do we stock up on other than food? Let me. Holy crap! That's a good coffee. Well, there's so many things that we find on sale that we try to stock up on. Toilet paper, toiletries, meaning toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorants, any of that kind of stuff that we find, like especially in the clearance aisle or at the dollar stores, or anything like that. We will try to get extras and keep extras on hand. One, if you know, if one of the kids drops their toothbrush in the toilet, we have another one that they can use. Excuse me. Something else that a lot of people don't think of is I have a lot of girls living in this house, so we try to stock up on the female feminine hygiene monthly friend things. We try to stock up on some of those and keep those extra because that's something that's going to be important to them if we're ever on our own or if we're ever in an emergency situation where we can't get to town for any reason. We have those kind of girl need things taken care of for a while. Paper towels. We like to, if you go to a restaurant or you go through a burger joint or something like that, we try to get extra straws and eating utensils, the ones that are wrapped in plastic, and the plastic ones that are wrapped in plastic. And we try to stock those up because any little bit of water that you can save by not having to wash dishes, if you're in an emergency and you're short on water, will help. Excuse me. Those kind of things. I stock up also on drink mixes, meaning like the cans of Country Time lemonade mix and the cans of Gatorade mix and so on and so forth, and coffees and tea, because drinking water all the time will get very old and boring, especially for my children. So if we're in an emergency, we're on our own, and we're out here, say we're working in the garden or we're splitting wood or something, going inside and having a nice cool drink of water is a good thing. But if you have a nice cool drink of lemonade or Gatorade, that, though it may not be the most healthy thing for you, it's a morale boost. Morale is everything if you're in emergencies, especially when you have children. You got to keep them, you got to keep them into it, so to speak. They got to be able to have a little bit of normalcy, especially going from the world we have today. If the world changes, they're going to have a hard time adjusting. So those drink mixes are like a morale boost. You go in the afternoon, and even like right now, I'll go in and have some Gatorade or some lemonade, and it makes you feel good. It's good, it tastes good, it perks you up a little bit, and you're ready to get back after it after a few minutes. So we drink up on those kind of things. We stock up on those kind of things, and that's blankets, clothing, medical supplies. Anytime we find Band-Aids and peroxide and alcohol, and the list goes on and on. So I would say, look at what you use a lot and make sure you have more. So, okay, guys, I'm going to cut it there. I think I rambled on long enough. Thanks again for all the well wishes. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching and subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate each and every view. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys for sharing your comments and your knowledge in the comment section. And y'all have a great day. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.